Yes, 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 yes. Don't forget. Don't forget. Log on to doggiediamondsnofilter.com. That will be the website for the podcast. I'm making some changes. So after tonight, there's going to be some changes. I'll announce all of that tomorrow. I'm just waiting for some stuff to go through. But have you heard about my $100 promo deal? If you haven't, let me give you some details really quick on this $100 promo deal. Listen, the promotion will be done if you purchase it on Doggie Diamonds TV and the Interlude TV. That's on the Insta stories, the YouTube community threads, Facebook, Twitter accounts. I could promote whatever you need. But this is a reminder that this is for serious inquiries only. Must be Cash App ready. I can help you bring more awareness to your products. Just hit me up at Doggie Diamonds on Instagram. At Doggie Diamonds on Instagram. Right. Yes. What's up? Took a few days off. I was working on some stuff. Goodness gracious. If y'all knew what go on behind the scenes to make a lot of this stuff happen, it is tough to make these things happen. But I'm always working diligently to make sure stuff go right. New levels. Anna David Hill, what's up, man? G Life, what's up? Detroit's in the building. Nisha 9 Stars, the moderator's here. April Brown, that's one of the supporters of the channel. How are you doing? Disrupting Reality NYC. King Michael Coy, what's up? Brunswick, what's up? Watch Slice, what's going on? PJ Allen, what is up? A Child, how are you doing? The Ninth Power. Saul Perez, what's up? Nisha Shabazz, how are you doing? Frankie Fierce, East New York is in the building. AJ Wise, what's up with you? Tiger, what's up? Brown Girl from Boston is in the building. Wosavelli Forever, what is up? Erica Lopez, what's up? How you doing? Where you been? Yvette Alman, how are you doing? Ace 330, what's up? Hippia Sibia, what is up? Antoine, what's going on? Carlton Evans, what's up? Don't forget.
Doggie Diamonds did this.
Yes, Christopher Farmer, what's up with you? Sikar Salah, what's up? Corey, what's up? Maroon Audio is in the building. Corey Washington is here. Dizzle Dixon, what's up? Renegade Revolver is in the building. Dean Starks is here. Carlos Christian, what's up with you? Thorough Black Talk Worldwide is in the building. Make sure you subscribe to that channel right there. I Walk with the Lions, what's up? Fire Name. Ooh, yay, what's up? Check Viz Online is always in the building. Rick Gatlin, what's up? Philly She, what's up with you? Corey, Raleigh, North Carolina is in the building. We got Mikhail McCullen in the building. D. Lai is in the building. Felipe Harris, what's up? Yu-Gi-Oh! Realms is here as well. Don't forget.
Doggie Diamonds did this.
That was offbeat. I played myself. Wosavelli Forever, what's up? Thank you for setting off those super chats. Kyla Avery, what's up? Steve Legend, what's up? New Guard Flow, that name is fire right there. Mega Bills is in the building. That's a fire name. New Guard Flow, I like that name right there. So I'm here, y'all. Joshua Ra, what's up? What's up, everybody? What's going on? I'm Doggie Diamonds. This is Doggie Diamonds TV. This is Doggie Diamonds No Filter podcast. OG Blue from Queens. What's up with you? What's up, man? I took a few days off. I did. I've been working on some stuff. Patrick Pitts, thank you. See, look, when y'all send me a super chat, you go on the screen. You here forever with me. So shout out to everybody for setting them super chats off. I appreciate y'all, man. I was gonna do another show, and then I was inspired to do this show because I saw Funkmaster Flex made a post in reference to Fat Joe and Lord Jamar. And then I just, something just came over me, whereas in our culture, the new term is giving flowers. I'm not ever going to give a man flowers. But I like to show my appreciation, and I like to salute people, because we have different people in our culture who's staples of the culture and set precedents for some of the things I do. And I don't think enough people get their salutations until they're gone. But they need to hear it, because in my opinion, many people perish and die from the lack of appreciation. Appreciation gives you purpose. So when you appreciate it, you get up every day, you feel a little better. You feel like, I changed some lives, I affected some lives for the positive. So you feel, that appreciation makes you get up. It makes you work harder, makes you work smarter, gives you purpose. Which brings me to the guy I'm talking about over there, Lord Jamar. It was a particular time where I didn't understand Lord Jamar. And I publicly spoke out against him because I didn't understand what he was doing. He was on Vlad TV a lot. And I didn't understand what he was doing. All I know, he was there, he was talking all the time. And I felt like he was talking about a lot of stuff, and I got angry at him because I'm like, yo, you a legend. Like, why every time I see you, you're talking about stuff. And I didn't like the depiction that he was getting, because I thought it was taken away from what I knew him as. And I felt like the new people should have known him to be this artist, not this personality. I didn't understand. I didn't get it. Only that man knew what his journey was, what his mission was. But I didn't get it. I didn't understand it. So I spoke publicly. I disapproved. He responded to me, but he kind of OG'd me because he didn't respond with disrespect. So I was expecting that smoke. I'm like, yeah, he could say something. He responded to me with respect. Although I wasn't disrespectful, but I expressed displeasure, and I kind of didn't have the right to, but I did. He responded to me with respect to where I was like, oh nah, I gotta, yo, he showed me love, man. Like I can't be an idiot, but I was prepared to be. You know how fiery he could be. You know how, when he stand on his truth, he stand on his truth. But he responded to me respectful, and I was like, oh, damn. He threw a monkey wrench in my program. So I was like, you know what? Salute. You know what I'm saying? Salute. Like, and I shot him a text. He hit me up. He gave me his number. I shot him a text. And reason why I'm doing this as well is because I hit him up one time. Lord Jamar was on fire on the internet. Everything that was coming out that man, from his brain, coming out of his mouth on Vlad TV platform was hitting 500,000 views. In my humble opinion, he was the first correspondent that was a regular on Vlad that pushed Vlad to another level. He pushed that shit to another level because he was having takes and opinions on shit that I was like, yo, I'm glad somebody said it, right? So he was on fire. And I remember I hit him up. I don't ask people for interviews. I normally deal with like minds, and we speak, and we just say, yo, let's do some content. I asked him for an interview when he was on fire. Like, this man was 1 million views here, 1 million, and I asked him for an interview. And he came to my office. And I was like, he showed up by himself. He came to my office. Of course, it was peace between me and him, but he didn't know what type of time I was on. He didn't know. He came to my office. And I was like, yo, that's some real nigga shit. I never put the interview out because that was an error on my part. Still dope ass interview. I still could put it out. But he came to my office. He showed up for me. Yo, he really showed up for me. And he could have been arrogant. He could have been cocky. He could have been mad things. But he showed up for me. And I was like, yo, he forever got my respect. Like, he showed up for me. You know, he could have been like, nah, we cool, but I ain't respect for you. I don't respect you. You know, nah, I ain't doing that. He showed up for me. And let me tell y'all something, man. When people show up for you in this culture, you always hold them in high regard because they showed up for you. You don't get swayed by people's opinions. You don't switch up on people. You don't act funny when they're down. When they show up for you, you show up for them. When somebody show up for you and they don't have to, you show up for them. Too many times in this culture, people sit back and they watch your name get slandered. They watch your name get dragged through the mud. They watch you get disrespected, and somehow they sit back and they chuckle and they think it's funny, or they was going in on you and all that. And I'm like, so you was sitting back watching people diss me? And then you want to tell me that people was dissing me? Like I'm supposed to be like, what do you want me to do now? And what I'm saying is, Lord Jamar ain't had to come. He was on fire at this time. He was top personality on YouTube. And I said, yo, we should do we wasn't even using content at the time. I was like, could I get an interview? He was like, when? Like, shit, ASAP. He said, yo, give me a day. Gave him a day, he showed up. And I was like, damn, like, I could have been looked at as being a sucker for how I carried myself towards him. He didn't disrespect me back, and he showed up for me. I don't forget shit like that. I don't forget stuff like that. I don't take that lightly. I don't look at somebody who did me a favor and turn my back on them. I'm not one of them people who somebody, did something for me and I act like they didn't do nothing for me or that wasn't no big deal. Any person who wasted their gas money or showed up for me when they didn't have to, I gotta show up for them. I got to. And I didn't even put the interview out. I got it right here. But it ain't enough respect in our culture. I got people who I showed up for who don't show up for me, and that's fine. But I'm not them. I'm not going to try to out-sucker suckers. I'm going to be solid. And I'm going to be the change that I want to see, because I only know how to be one way. He pulled up. I had my office downtown Dumbo. He pulled up. I was like, oh shit, he really here. My camera crew, shout out to the bros, they was there. We was like, oh shit, he really here. By himself. He ain't had no entourage, nobody. He pulled out, we sat down, we did content. I seen him in Jersey prior to that. But I was running his name in a way because I didn't understand what he was doing. Now, let me take you back. First of all, Grand Poobah is Grand Poobah. It's hard for anybody to rap with Grand Poobah. That's why if you look at the 90s, he was on many posse cuts. Truth be told, people not gonna admit this. He's a part of that Mary J. Blige Foundation. He's on her album. Check it out. What's the 411? Grand Poobah was another one that was on fire. Brand Nubians, period, on fire. Grand Poobah is one of my favorite rappers of all time. And shout out to my bro, Minnesota, one day, three-wayed me with Grand Poobah on the phone. Now, I'm a baby of this culture. I studied this culture. I don't never, ever, 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 ever take people who was before me for granted. I don't never take greatness for granted. I was on the phone with Grand Poobah. So you can't tell me shit. I spoke to Grand Poobah. Can't tell me nothing. That means something to me. It might not mean nothing to a lot of people, but it means something to me. And when those things happen, I don't take it for granted. I'm like, yo, I was on the phone with, I just spoke to Grand Poobah. I remember I called Tad, I was like, yo, I spoke to Grand Poobah today. He's like, word, because we grew up in this culture taping these dudes on the radio, video music box taping them. So when we speak to them, I'm like, yo, I just spoke to Grand Poobah. And my bro, Minnesota, three-wayed him. I was like, he's like, hold on, let me get Poobah on the phone. I'm saying to myself, what Poobah? You know Grand Poobah voice. He's like, yo, what up? I was like, oh shit, this is the Grand. I was like, yo, and me, again, I always show my appreciation when I get to speak to people and let them know what they meant to me. So if you like what I'm doing, if you appreciate what I'm doing, just know you are a part of my story and my journey of hip hop. Just know that. So I had to let Grand Poobah know that. And then we had a private conversation, which will never make public. But he told me some stuff that was real. And he told me about his appreciation for me, that I was like, oh, nah, you can't tell me nothing now. You can't tell me nothing. So it's certain people in the culture that said things to me personally. I don't care what nobody say, as long as my heroes said what they said to me. One being Ralph McDaniels, Marley Marl, Pete Rock, Grand Poobah. These is people who I idolize. And when they said what they said to me, nobody could tell me anything. So Grand Poobah is Grand Poobah. I go all the way back to Masters of Ceremony. Now, I'm going to keep it real with y'all. Let me give y'all something that y'all might not know. You have a guy in the group Masters of Ceremony. They made a song called Sexy. Grand Poobah always been nice. Look up Sexy, Masters of Ceremony. You had a guy in the group called Don Barron. So respectfully, rest in peace to Heavy D. We love what Heavy D did. We love his what he did for the culture. Heavy D is Heavy D. But Heavy D didn't start that. That don't come from Heavy D. That come from Don Barron. We're just gonna keep it real quick. Heavy D did it dope, and he went. Everybody know the D, but that come from Don Barron. We not gonna get that messed up. Don Barron started that. That come from Don Barron. We not going front. That come from Don Barron in the group Masters of Ceremony with Grand Poobah. So if you listen to Sexy right now, Don Barron, that come from him. So go look that up. That's a little bit of hip hop history. But like I said, I'm a hip hop baby. I really studied this culture. So let's put some respect on Don Barron's name. I love what Heavy D did, but that's Don Barron, 100%. That's Don Barron. So when he did Sexy, to stop saying Barrington Levy, that's not the same thing what I'm talking about. Go listen to Sexy by Masters of Ceremony, then you'll get what I'm talking about. Please do not say Barrington Levy. That has nothing to, that's not even the same thing what I'm talking about. Anyway, Grand Poobah always been nice. So I remember sitting in the crib and I hear this song, dun, 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 everybody, Brand Nubian. And I was like, who is these because we used to say Grand Nubian. We didn't know it was Brand Nubian. We was like, who's Grand Nubian? This is BLS. When Pete Rock, Marley Marl, and Clark Kent, sound crazy saying rest in peace to Clark Kent, was on the radio. First record I heard, then we heard Feel So Good. So I was like, yes, it's the test. Now Rule is the time where we rest. I was like, who are these dudes? I'm like, yo, that's Brand Poobah. Because we used to say Brand Poobah. We said, oh, I'm like, yo, that's the Grand Poobah dude. Who's these other dudes? So now these dudes is rapping, and I'm like, Derek X on the Flesh. I was like, dude got an ill voice. But the Lord Jamar dude was rapping, and he kept saying little things that I'm like, damn, I know that's from the lessons. He kept saying stuff. Every rhyme Lord Jamar ever kicked had the Nation of Gods of Earth lessons in it. That's just a fact, right? Then you hear this shit called, why y'all saying Cab Calloway? Listen, let me explain something to y'all really quick. What y'all need to do sometimes, I know it's cool to try to correct somebody, but you can't correct me when it comes to hip hop history, please. Just stop. If you listen to Sexy and then you listen to Heavy D, you'll know what I'm talking about. Stop saying Barrington Levy and stop saying Cab Calloway, because it has nothing to do with what I'm talking about. But what y'all need to do sometimes, first of all, y'all don't even really have too many people that talks hip-hop history to you. Everybody talks who got shot, who's this, that, and the third. I'm giving you hip-hop history. Seriously. And instead of always wanting to jump in and be right and correct somebody, just listen. Seriously. That's my dude right there. Then this record called All for One comes out. I already know who Grand Poobah is. But when this All for One record comes out, I'm like, I hear the beat of swinging level. I'm like, but then this dude say, because every time I step in the jam, I make like a door, then slam. But then girls want to turn my knob because I'm a heartthrob. I guess it's just a habit that come with the job. Because every time I rock around the so Jamar's intellectual, girls want to get sexual. But I guess I have to cope with being so dope. You want to be me, but can't see me with the telescope. I'm like, that nigga nice right there. I was like, no, that nigga nice. Because we know what Grand Poobah could do. But then I was like, yo, the dude with the dreads is nice to me. Many people love Sadat X, which was Derek X at the time, for his voice. He had lyrics, but me coming into consciousnness and knowledge of self, I was like, no, this kid, the seek and the search, you can't, a supreme mind to take you out of your paralysis. I grip the mic so tight, I get calluses. I was like, yo, no, he's saying stuff from the lessons. That shit really, really, I was like, yo, nah, that dude could rap. That dude is nice. That dude could rap. Stacy Galore, I appreciate you. It's like, no, that dude could rap. That dude could rap. And then, slow down. I'm not hearing the records. I'm like, hold on. They all had a solo record on the album. I think Lord Jamar's solo record was To the Right, if I'm not mistaken. And I liked To the Right because it had a breakbeat that I liked. But the dude was rapping. Now, you just mad because you don't know about Cab Calloway. No, you're just mad because you won't be quiet and learn. But this is what you could do, Dirty Laundry Media. You could go to your channel and you could talk to your folks. I see you tomorrow. How I don't know about Cab Calloway. See how you try to derail. See, that's the problem when we sit here and we try to show love and reverence for our people. There's always somebody that want to derail and put the attention on them. Anyway. So, I rocked with Grand Poobah, but to me, see T. Wrigglesby, go listen to Sexy by Master Ceremony. Y'all going on the D, heavy D. It's going to make sense. Anyway, Dance in My Ministry. I thought it was To the Right. That was Sadat X song, To the Right. Anyway, when he was rapping, of course, Grand Poobah is Grand Poobah, but I was like, yo, this dude, Lord Jamar, because I never heard no name like that, Lord Jamar. I was like, what the fuck is Lord? But then I said, oh, Lord, he's a part of the nation of gods and earths. Lord, okay, I get it. It made sense. So let's speed it up. Grand Poobah leaves Brand Nubian. It's over. I'm like, nah, these two, I like them. I like Sadat X. I like Derek X name better. But whatever this Sadat thing is, that's cool. Lord Jamar is cool. But Grand Poobah left, these dudes is over. You just hit, there's just one thing I want to say. What goes around, around, around again. I'm like, no, these niggas, it's over for them. It's over for them. Then I hear, doom, 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 pump, jump up to get beat down. One day when I was on the new, I'm like, how is that Brand Nubian? Poobah? It's just Sadat and Lord Jamar. I'm like, yo, it ain't over for them. I said, no. They got one. I said, no, I said, no. Because y'all don't know, that was a flip of dun 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 dun. That's James Brown. That shit is hard as hell. As a producer, it's hard as hell to catch that part of the record. That's dun 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 dun. The only person who used that was Lords of the Underground and Funky Child. But that part is hard as hell to catch. So when I heard that, I was like, and then the Rocky dun 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 dun. I was like, yeah, Dance in My Ministry. I was like, oh nah, they got one. Then they caught the controversy with Sadat X verse. Kind of stalled them a little bit, but I was like, no, they got one. They got one. I said, nope, it ain't over for them. About the Nubian rain has fallen. That wasn't Marley Marl. That's K-Def. Anything with Lords of the Underground is K-Def, not Marley Marl. Respectfully, K-Def. So when that came out, I knew Diamond D was Diamond D. And when you look up Doggie Diamonds, Diamond D comes up. We're two different people. So that's why some of y'all was thinking I'm like 50-something. Because if you look up Doggie Diamond's age, Diamond D comes up. That ain't me. I'm working on my Wikipedia now. But, yo, this dude punks your bump to get beat down. Oh, nah. And that was one of Biggie's favorite records, too. I want to add that. That's one of Biggie's favorite records. That's why early on, Sadat X is one of Biggie's features. Come on, motherfuckers, come on. Biggie didn't do features with a lot of people. That's another story. We'll talk about that another day. So, One of the dopest shits. You gotta love me or leave me alone. You gotta love me or leave me. I was like, nah, they got it. I was like, yo, they got it. I said, yo, I love Pooh, but they in the game. Pooh, you know, you left them. They still good. They made the records that they need to make. Love Me or Leave Me Alone is one of my favorite records. And if I'm not mistaken, is that Mary riffing on there? I gotta get the truth. I don't know if that's Mary, but it sounds like Mary riffing on it. So yeah, the Bobby Humphrey sample, the Blue record. It's a Blue Bobby Humphrey sample. It's a Blue record. So, but she don't understand my ways. I was like, oh nah, this sample is retarded. And it sounded like Mary riffing on the record. I'm like, they got Mary J. Blige. Like, oh shit. Then they got the Tribe joint, The Business. So I'm like, all right, Brand Nubian, the group, minus Lord Jamar, is still where they need to be. Then they come with Allahu Akbar. Then they make this record from this song that I love by Simply Red called Holding Back the Tears. I keep holding on. I'm like, well, I like Brand Nubian. See, because what y'all don't understand, y'all know Lord Jamar, the personality, Lord Jamar, the podcaster. But Lord Jamar is an incredible artist. Incredible artist. Who? We're going to deal with consciousness. This might be blasphemous for me to say to some, but I would say Lord Jamar had more NGE lessons in his rap than the great Rakim. He said that wasn't Mary J. Blige. So I'm going to say that again. Lord Jamar had more, in my opinion, more lessons in his raps than the great Rakim. Don't say the RZA, don't say nobody. Please don't listen. Please stop it. Because if you don't know the lessons, then you don't even know what you heard. You don't even know what you're listening for. Just being real with you. Y'all can say, please don't even bring up Wu-Tang. I'm going to say it again. Lord Jamar had more lessons in his raps than any rapper you can name. Only one that I could really think of is Wise Intelligent and Lakim Shabazz and King's Son. King's Son, Wise Intelligent, and Lakim Shabazz that I can think of. Stop being sensitive. If I'm sensitive, fam, don't even worry about it. Because you just up out of here now. I'm not arguing with nobody. This is a history lesson teaching. When the teacher's up at the chart, y'all listen to KRS-One with his bullshit ass teaching. Because he say, because hip hop, and y'all take everything that he say as for face value and y'all act like he know what he talking about. But that's my opinion. I think Lord Jamar had more lessons. That's just my opinion. Anyway. Brand Nubian is here to stay. Then Grand Poobah rejoins the group or gets back with Lord Jamar and Sadat X. And they drop an album called Foundation that has a record called Love vs. Hate. Shout out to, is that Buck or Lord Finesse on that beat? I'm not sure. That might be Lord Finesse. Love vs. Hate. Time for my people. That was my anthem. Maybe one day. Probable Cause. Common is on that album. The Foundation record, hip hop classic. Now let's not forget, All for One album would be classic if it wasn't for bootlegs. This is the beginning of bootlegging. This is when bootlegging is bootlegging. We didn't know because All for One album is platinum in the streets. Everybody riding around playing Grand Nubian, which was Brand Nubian. Shout out to Supreme Mash. Yeah. Probable Cause uses Knucklehead by, oh, I ain't supposed to sample snitch, my bad. That's sample snitching, don't do that. But the Foundation album is so important to me. Thank you, I appreciate you, The Real Six. Then listen. Now, Lord Jamar is a part of a classic group 2 times over. But then listen, I hear a record. I can't whistle it right now. It's on a loud sampler. Matty C, at the time, who became Matt Life, he was Matty C. A&R for Loud Records. Gives me a sampler. On this Loud Records sampler is a record called You Ain't a Killer by an artist named Big Pun. It also has a record on there called Food, Clothing, and Shelter by Dead Prez. Dead Prez is lowercase. Dead Prez for us is Dead President's always been money. Rakim said Dead Presidents is money. We know what Dead Prez is. Presidents is. So I hear, a nigga need food. You got to have food for your health, son, clothes, gear to keep a scene for yourself and shelter. I was like, yo, the fuck is this? I'm like, yo, what is this? When this dude said you live the camouflage, but do you choose to live the soldier's life? I said, yo, who is these Dead Prez dudes? Who is these Dead Prez dudes? He said, yo, a group that Lord Jamar is working with. I said, Lord Jamar? Who did the beat? Said, yo, Lord Jamar is producing them. Brand Nubian Lord Jamar? Yeah. I was like, nah. He found one. I said, nah, he got, when I heard Food, Clothing, and Shelter, please look up Dead Prez, Food, Clothing, and Shelter. That's my favorite record they did. And then they did like a dual video, and Prodigy is in the video. Look that video up. Look up Food, Clothing, and Shelter. When I first hear this, I'm like, yo, because it sounds like impeach, chopped. Now, you already know if you impeach the president in any way, you can't lose. But the stabs of some type of opera singing, I was like, yo, Dead Prez. I was like, who the fuck is these niggas? Then the album come out. I was like, yo, Lord Jamar found these dudes? Nah, Yes, me and Lord Jamar, we definitely gonna do something. Definitely. That's actually him in the chat too, by the way. The God Pod with Lord Jamar. If you are not subscribed to that channel, everything I said tonight should make you subscribe to that man's channel, because you're supposed to support greatness. You're supposed to support, and that's why I'm giving you his history, why he's qualified to speak. That's why I'm doing what I'm doing. That's why he's qualified to speak. He brought us Dead Prez. He's a part of Brand Nubian. Listen, we had a quote in the hood. When a dude verse came on or a record came on we didn't like, we would say, hit the button. So we just after a while started saying, man, button that shit. I never button a Lord Jamar verse, ever. Never. He was in Oz, so we know he can act. He was in Law and Order, SVU, so we know he can act. About 90% of his hip hop takes, I can't argue with him. He's qualified to speak. And then it's another artist that y'all like, but his name was Aaron Cooks. And I had a conversation when me and Lord Jamar was together in the flesh. He's like, yo, I got this kid named Aaron Cooks. It's nice. Now, Aaron Cooks became Stove Guard Cooks, but when Lord Jamar had him, he was supposed to be Aaron Cooks to give us some of that consciousness that we needed. I don't know what happened where he flipped it from Aaron to Stove Guard. That's cool, but he gave us that too. He gave us that too. I seen another kid that was rapping in his car, blowing smoke, rapping bars. I didn't know who he was. Paid attention. Then next thing I know is Lord Jamar with this kid named RJ Payne. So whether we like it or not, he co-signed, worked with, and showed love to a lot of people in the culture when he didn't have to. His jersey is already raised. I'm telling y'all, his jersey is already up there. He don't have to talk. He's gonna tour forever. He's gonna do shows forever. He's gonna do shows forever. So when our elder statesmen speak on a culture, we quick to say they're old, like it's something wrong with getting old. You live to get old, to age. With age comes wisdom most of the time. Not for some of y'all, but he's gonna tour forever. He's gonna speak about what he wants to because he's a legend. And you know what makes a legend? When you do legendary shit. He did legendary shit. Any dude that had me when I was outside being an ignorant little knucklehead in Brooklyn, looking who I was gonna fight, who I was gonna rob, who I was gonna just oppress. When I was running in the crib, because VMB was coming on, Video Music Box was coming on, and they was gonna show the Brand Nubian and the X-Clan and all that, it stopped all the madness. It stopped all the wild stuff because we gotta go on the crib. And then Ralph McDaniels, hit Ralph McDaniels. Tell him to put out Brand Nubian live. I saw this live on Video Music Box. Brand Nubian live performing All for One at a place called Kilimanjaro, which became home base. I was too young to get in, but I was in them spots. I was too young, but I was in there. It went from Kilimanjaro to home base. When he says, then the exit see the rear, I'm out of here, don't front on my brothers. I take care of them before I take care of others. The crowd went crazy, and I was like, yo. It was called Kilimanjaro. That became home base. And his jersey is up there. So whether you agree with him or disagree with him, it's not about that. How could you call somebody old and bitter and angry if they already lapped you, passport stamp, done seen continent? And Lord Jamar might not want to tell y'all, but we know 560 State Street for Jay-Z. Guess who else lived in 560 State Street? Lord Jamar. So in New York, 560 State Street, my stash house, Lord Jamar was living there too. He been living in condos and all that. Lord Jamar lived in 560 State Street. So did Tone from Trackmasters. That's how I knew Lord Jamar lived there, because I used to go to Tone because I'm, Trackmaster baby. That's who I started with. Lord Jamar lived in 560 State Street too. So that was his condos. So if you going to give Jay-Z credit, he lived by the Barclays, so did Lord Jamar. This is a fact. So I just wanted to say to y'all tonight, it's not about flowers. We don't get, shout out to everybody who loved that saying. I don't give no man no flowers. But I will salute you and show my appreciation for doing what you did for the culture, doing what you did and not understanding you. And he gave me understanding because I didn't understand. I'm like, yo, man, fucking Lord Jamar is a legend. Why he talking on Vlad? What he did, why you think they doing what they doing now? Because they seen his success in doing it with Vlad. Why you think they doing it? Why you think rappers now are talking more? Come from Lord Jamar. Come from Lord Jamar. If more of us hold each other down and not even hold each other down, if more of us hold each other up, nobody can hold us down. More of us hold each other up, nobody can't hold us down. So, when you see a man do what he did for the culture, how could you talk against that? This ain't no slight on Fat Joe. This ain't no slight on nobody. I'm just qualifying him, why he could speak, why he's qualified to speak. And all you punk ass dudes who know better, when the youth mistakenly says, who this old bitter dude? He sound like a hater. You say, no, 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 no. That's Lord Jamar. That's Lord Jamar. And then you run down their history. Because if we don't tell our history, if we don't tell each other's history, they will erase us from history. That's what they've been doing. That's what they've been doing. That is the problem now. As long as I got breath in my lungs, as long as I got an outlet, y'all know I love to talk hip hop. Y'all know I'm always going to hold down my elder statesmen. Because what I'm supposed to act like now, I wasn't in the crib listening to Grand Nubian when I didn't know their name. When I'm a front now because I got a little outlet, because I got 200, almost 300,000 subscribers. I'm going to act like I wasn't listening to that every day. That's a sucker. I ain't never been no sucker. I don't have no problem with giving somebody their props, saluting somebody. It ain't about whether I agree with them every day. It ain't about whether they're my friend. I let that jam rock to that tape pop. I could go right now and show you how much respect and how much I listen to Brand Nubian, Lord Jamar. Let's not forget the 5% album. So if you didn't know anything about the Nation of Gods of Earth and Father Allah, go listen to the 5% album. But we'll treat our legends, and I don't like to use the word legend because look how we treat our legends. I like to use icons. I like to use the word icon because he did iconic shit. He gave you dead prayers. Seriously, he gave you dead prayers. Listen, if you look at everything that we do, it's all based on the icon. This is needed. Look how we speak. Look how we treat our legends. We the only culture that treat our legends like they ain't shit. If they get a little gray stubble, get a wrinkle, don't have the same vigor that they had, sit your old ass down. While Mick Jagger could be running around, quivering ass lips, Madonna, they love theirs. We the only people that say we need to sit their old ass down. We the only people that call old as a diss. When, shit, I wish I could hear my granny words now. That wisdom she was spitting, I let it resonate all the time. I replay it in my head. We the only people that disrespect our elders, disrespect the ones that paved the way. Shout out to Stacy Galore. We only ones that disrespect the ones that paved the way. We're not allowed to get a little older. We're not allowed to lose a step. We're not allowed to age in our culture. And that shit is sad. It's a blessing for men to be 50-something when our mortality rate started being in the 20s. I know many of my friends who were brutally murdered in the street before they had hair on their face. Some of them never even had sex before and they were killed. So I'm a living testimony to still be here today, knowing where I come from, knowing what I survived, not looking like what I survived, not being a fucking bozo, doing age-appropriate stuff. And when I watch dudes that came from the studio, that came from rehearsal, that did many things that you wish you can do, how dare you disrespect somebody that put on for this culture when many of you didn't do shit for the culture? See, many people put on for this culture. It wasn't cool to have knowledge of self. It ain't even cool now. It ain't cool to have knowledge of self. It ain't cool to be smart. It ain't cool to be intelligent. But it's cool to be an alcoholic, drug addict, pill popping, deviant, scammer, gangbanger, all that is cool. But if you got any knowledge of yourself and you carry yourself a certain way, that is celebrated. Nah. Not with me. It ain't never gonna be celebrated to be a idiot. My grandmother's still alive. I still fear her physically. And she always tell me, you gonna be wearing this walker. I don't even curse in front of her. My grandmother's 88 years old. I might have cursed in front of her when I was fighting my cousins. We was mad, but I don't even curse in front of that woman. If I get in front of your mother, I won't curse in front of your mama. I don't care what you do in front of your mama. I won't curse in front of your mama because that ain't where I come from, using certain language in front of my elders. That's not what I'm about. But again, while they here, it's not about agreeing. It's not about disagreeing. It's about letting people be them. Because in this day and time, the person that's speaking, it takes a certain courage to say certain things. It take courage to say certain things. That's not popular. It's not favorable. It's no financial gain. It's none of that. Do you know how much courage it took Lord Jamar to walk away from a platform that had 6 million subscribers and just say, I'll start from scratch before I play myself? Oh, that's Chop from Marcy? Oh, shit. Peace. What's going on? You understand what I'm saying? You know how much courage that took? It took a lot of courage when he held him accountable for his mistake. See, we don't stick together so much that people was like, shit, I'll go get in that spot. Will we dare say Lord Jamar is a part of Vlad's success? He knows that. I'm not saying Vlad didn't do great things or whatever. I'm not going to be a sucker and cap. But I will say Lord Jamar is a part of that. Atlantic Terminal's in the building, always. From the co-ops to First Atlantic to the big white building. Mainly the big white building. So, Lord Jamar, discrepancies and issues with his nation over his flat earth theory, that's not my business because I'm not a part of the nation of gods and earth. I'm not qualified to speak on their behalf and speak their differences. I'm not qualified. I'm not a part of that. But tonight I qualified the artist, the creator, the man, and the elder statesman, and why he could talk. So before you tell people, oh, be quiet, oh, I'm tired of hearing him talk, this is what he did for the culture, because y'all listen to people who only destroy. Lord Jamar build and destroy and build. Y'all listen to people who only destroy. So before you listen to some of these people, you need to ask them, what have you done for our culture? What have you done for hip-hop culture? Because I could hear you dissing everything, dissing everybody, this ain't this ain't that. What have you done for this culture? Ask them that. What have you done for this culture? Because we hear, you don't like this, you don't like that, this person is this, it. What have you done for this culture? And how are you qualified to talk? So if Lord Jamar got to shut up and he needed to be quiet, how does this person get to talk? Now, personally, I haven't spoken to Lord Jamar personally. We ain't speaking a few years. We DM'd a few times, but we ain't speaking a few years. So I don't want anybody to ever think somebody's putting me up to doing something. I'm being paid to do something. You know how disrespectful it is to tell a man he could be bought? Somebody like me, I could be bought. I could be paid for. You know how far I would be financially if I could be paid for? I got all I need. This right here is all I need. I'm always going to figure it out. I see the super chats. I appreciate y'all. I'm always going to figure it out. And I always figured it out. Can't pay for me. I can't be bought. I'm not going to stand before y'all drinking, smoking, acting a fool. I done turned down major shit because I'm not that guy. And showed and proved that. So, think y'all should support his channel. Engagement is everything. Make sure you hit the like on his channel, my channel. Make sure you support. Support is everything. A share is everything. A like is everything. And we're going to have to show our legends that they're legends. Let me see if I can find something. Hold on. I want to show y'all something real quick if I could. Now, I don't know where it's at. I'm not even going to play myself. I'm not even going to play myself. I'm looking through my glasses because I'm blind. You got to look through shades because you're blind. But I just had to do this. I had something else, and I just got caught with the vibe. And again, I was not triggered, but I saw a Funkmaster Flex post, and I was like, nah. Even Funkmaster Flex wasn't disrespectful in no way, but I was like, nah. I can't stand, man, when it's somebody that I respect culturally and watch people tear them apart or act like they didn't add on to this culture. We're not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. We're not going to do that. We're not going to act like a dude is a peon or he didn't add on, like he didn't give us 30 years of his life. We're not going to do that. I don't like that. Can't stand that. Can't stand that. I can't stand that. When I'm like, yo, who they talking about? Oh, hell no. Yeah, maybe he is not the most popular or because I don't judge men first and foremost. I judge men by skill and talent. Sometimes you might have on clothes that's a little too weird, but I didn't ever see nothing funny from coming from his camp or anything where I was like, I don't know about all that. Made knuckleheads go in the house to listen to the music. That shit is real, man. I don't think y'all understand New York City in the 90s. We talking about 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95. It started getting a little ass in like 96 and 97. because the flashy music came out. But I'm just talking about how dangerous it was outside. And I needed that danger. I needed that ignorance. I needed that. I needed it because that's all I knew. I needed that. I needed, who what? Oh, you got a Carhartt? You gotta run that. You got a triple fat goose? You gotta run that. You got an 8-ball jacket? That will be mine. Nice sneakers. What size is those? Let me get those. But when them dudes was making them records, it actually made us sit down sometimes like, wake up. Wake up. Damn. You hear what he's saying? It made you have a devil here that's pulling you, but some of the rhymes and lyrics put this angel on your shoulder. You started learning good and bad from these rappers. You started learning good and bad from these dudes, because where we from, it's only bad. But you know who tell you good? Them same dudes you like to call old and bitter and angry and washed up. Them same dudes that you disrespect is the one that's telling you, take your ass to school, get you a trade, stop running around behind these little pissy ass girls. Them same dudes that you disrespect is the ones that's trying to save you. Them same dudes that you say, nobody want to hear that, is trying to save you. And I'm going to give you a choice. You either going to be with them same dudes in jail, or them dudes going to be at your burial saying, I tried to tell them. So regardless to what, you're going to have to hear their mouth. You're going to have to hear their mouth. As I become an elder statesman in the culture and in life, I know how serious the crisis that we're in. I know how serious the crisis that we're in. I know how real it is. There is no, listen, I'm going to say this and then I'm out after this. I'm going to say this and then I'm out. I appreciate all y'all for joining me. There is no reward. There is no reward for trying to save black people. You get nothing. You just do it from your heart and you do it out of love. There is no reward for trying to save black people. And most of the time, if not all the time, the biggest opponent in trying to save black people is black people. There's no reward. There's no money in it. If you look at our elders, if you look at our ancestors, many of them were broke. Many of them left their families trying to save black people. They was trying to save other families and was losing theirs. But they love black people. And there was no reward for them. There's no reward in that. I don't get paid. I don't got sponsors. I don't get shit. I don't get nothing. But what y'all give me, that's why I appreciate y'all so much. But there's no reward. There's no reward in making wake-up records. There's no reward in making All for One. There's no reward in that. There's no reward in trying to save black people. Your biggest opponent is going to be black people. You could lose your life trying to save a life. You could lose your life trying to save a life. People don't even understand what you're doing. You try to help people, they don't even understand that you're trying to help them. We're of a higher consciousness. We're not dogs. We're not animals. A dog might not understand that you're trying to help his leg is stuck and he's going to fight you and bite you because he know he's in pain and he don't know if you're trying to help him or take advantage of him. We have a higher consciousness. And the people who hurt you the most and the people who give you nothing, you love them the most. You reward them. You give rich people your money. And then they turn around and tell you how rich they are. There's no reward. We don't get nothing for this. There's no reward. I'm not going to get a new car, a new house, none of that shit. I'm not going to get nothing. I told the truth so much. I'm shadow banned. They don't like me. They demonetized my channel a few times. I never told you I was in the gang. I'm not no sexual deviant. I don't drink. I don't smoke. I don't do none of that. And they said I talk about controversial topics and took my fucking monetization away. But I see people drinking, smoking, acting a goddamn fool. You see ads running through all their channels. There's no reward in this shit. And sometimes we love our people more than we even love our own family because we understand as a collective what we need to do. But too bad many people don't get it. Yo, with that, man, I'm out. I'll be back tomorrow early. I got a powerful show lined up for y'all tomorrow. I ain't even telling y'all who it is, but, you know, it's gonna be dope. More hip-hop history, more elders. Again, I'm in it for the long haul. I signed up. It ain't nothing I could do. I couldn't even change if I wanted to. I'm back monetized, but I'm just saying they took it away for 6 months. People don't understand. I lost monetization for 6 months. And when people disrespect what I do or talk bad about me, when they know I paved the way for them, that says a lot about them. So, to Lord Jamar, like I said, for all you did for the culture, salute for what you did for this culture, putting it on the line when it wasn't cool to be smart. Not a Dapper Dan fan, I stayed casual. When you wasn't rocking all the Gucci and all that stuff that everybody was wearing. And listen, we got to commend people who put it on the line. We have to let it be known you appreciate it. And as long as I got breath, as long as I got an outlet, I'm saluting people. I don't care. No, I don't care if I had 10 people here, 5 people here. I don't have a problem with telling people their greatness. I don't have a problem with apologizing when I'm wrong. I don't have a problem with somebody else getting it, even if it ain't me. But it got to be one of us, though. Got to be one of us. And if we going to take back our culture, control our culture, and dictate our culture, we're going to have to find a way to stand shoulder to shoulder, arm to arm, and defend ours. Not cult-like, not blindly, not none of that. But when you see somebody attacking yours, when you see yours in a fight, would you let your family go out there and fight 1,000 people, 10,000 people by themselves? No, you're going to jump in. So I just officially been tagged in. I jumped in. This ain't no slight to nobody else, but I jumped in. That's it. It's not personal. I don't know anything about anybody's personal life. I just know when it comes to this culture, certain people put on for this culture, and they ought to be saluted, protected, and that's that. So I'm tagged in by default. And I've been nice lately. I could be very, very vicious. But I don't have to be. When you dealing with knowledge, you don't have to be an idiot. You don't even have to curse. This ain't rehearsed. I have no cheat sheets. I have no notes. I have nothing. This is all from the brain and the heart. In the gut. It take a lot of guts to do certain shit. I'm telling you, it take a lot of guts to do certain shit. But we're not going to disqualify somebody who's qualified. We're not going to do that. I'm not disqualifying them. So with that, man, I'll holler at y'all later on. I've been working on something for 2 days. The back end stuff to all of this stuff, man, it's tough. But you see the God Power below Jamar, make sure y'all subscribe to his channel. He deserves 1 billion subscribers, but the last time I looked, I think he's at 176. If by the weekend, before the weekend is out, if we could get him to 200,000, is great. And I'm going to tell you why it's important to subscribe and like before I go. Because I was supposed to drop the mic a long time ago, but other things was sprouting. In this culture, when it's certain things going on, the numbers number. When we say certain things and do certain things, the numbers don't always number. So when the powers that be say, look, nobody want to hear that. Nobody, it doesn't resonate with nobody. You didn't get no likes. You didn't get no views. Nobody's subscribing, so nobody want to hear that. See, that's when it's time to change that. That's why y'all important. Don't sit back and watch these weirdos support weirdos and you a real one and you got real ones who represent you, but you're not representing them. It's important for you to subscribe. It's important for you to like. It's important. So if said bozo could get 300,000 subscribers and all this subscribers and 1 million subscribers, 2 million subscribers, why wouldn't us who you say, yo, you real, yo, it's real. I told you, ain't no reward in keeping it real. It's a personal journey. Seriously. It's a personal journey. Ain't no reward. So, yeah, that's what it is, man. I'll be back tomorrow. I got some other stuff that I'm working on too. I'll be back tomorrow. We not finished with those other conversations, with the Raheem conversation, who started hip hop, who created it. We not done. But I appreciate y'all, man. One thing I can say about my people, my audience, y'all always show up for me. But we got to spread the love. The love got to be all around. We got to show up for each other. It's important because they trying to take what we created, and we can't do that. Let these other dudes fight. Let them talk about who's a snitch, who's a rat. Let them do all of that. We don't got to do that. Anyway, man, I'm out. Until next time, I appreciate y'all. Peace.